Well, here we are. You can see I've done some more. What I've found with this greens that are available to me, I'm having to add a lot of yellow to them, which is bucking them up no end. So I've blocked in a lot of area, and I just want to show you, I'm still using the same brush, which is this long flat, of how to dab on some more colours. So I will finish this off, these greens off today, and then I shall go and have some lunch. But I'm just going to add a few more of these darker greens to bring out the light there. And I'm finding that a bit too blue, so I'm going to add some bit more brown to them. And I'm just using the side of the brush. I don't know if you can see, I'm blobbing things on just to build it up. And the idea is with acrylics, the way I like to use acrylics is to, in a pointerless fashion, which I think I've tortured you all with in the past, but just blobbing things on, building it up, and it will become almost like a tapestry or mental knitting. So I'm just going in here, adding some more detail. And again, you can see I'm starting on the background first, and I'm going to be building up towards the foreground. And I'm trying to mix up the right colour, getting my brush clean. So I'm actually going to add some white to this very nice bright yellow. That is cadmium yellow. I'm getting this nice acid green of spring, which we can all see out of our windows, and I'm just going to blob it on just to add some lighter areas within that. And I'm just twisting my brush around, making these little dab marks. I don't like round brushes because they kind of leave this kind of uniform round shape, which I'm not mad about. I do like my square brushes, and also encourage you not to fiddle too much. And you can see that's wrong. And this area is wet, so I can do some blending. My brush is also wet, which is annoying. So I can just go in there, and I want to catch this lovely spring sunshine. So I'm just going to add a bit more yellow to my yellows and a bit more white. And I'm going to hopefully finish off this backgroundy bit here. So I'm lightening up these areas. I realise that should be much lighter. And if you find your yellows are not being opaque enough, just add a little bit of white to them. That gives them a little bit more heft and doesn't affect their colour too much. So I'm just going in here. I want that warmer yellow, that warmer cadmium yellow here, I think, rather than lemon yellow. And I'm just building this up. And then here as well, I've got some areas of grass. I'm going to leave this to the end. So I want to start far away, but I'm just using up the paint on my brush. So I'm just going to do that, which is often not a good thing to do. And I've got my sap green and yellows. I'm finding more a bit blue, which is depends on the make of the paint, but I want to keep this nice bright yellow of sunshine through chlorophyll green. I'm just using up some of the paint here. And what I'll do when I come down to doing this, I will actually add more darks as well. But I want to get that contrast, that tonal value, to get that nice dark from behind. So I'm just going to keep on blobbing on, blob, blob, blob. And with acrylics, just see if you can avoid blending. Try to get a uniform colour with acrylics. Is really, well, heartbreaking, I find it, because you never quite find that right colour. And if you've just got little discrete packets of colour, it makes it much better. So you don't mind too much, and you've got a slightly different colour green there. I want to add some more yellow over here, I think. Give it a bit of zing. And I'm just building it up, the idea of actually being in that bluebell wood. That was the pictures from Leonardsley in 2010. Well, that's some time ago. And poor things, they've just opened up again, and now they're closed. So getting that lighter area. I might add some sky, but I think this painting actually is okay if I don't add any sky, because it's in a forest. So I'm getting that nice building up of foliage. So I want some lighter areas around here. And around there, I think I want a nice green. Nope, that's not warm enough, so I'm going to add a bit of yellow to it. Oh, there we are, that's better. Yeah, I'm finding yellow really useful in this painting. I'm not really that used to painting in acrylics, so you'll have to bear with me. And I'm just kind of building things up as I go along. My brush has become a little bit claggy. It's got a lot of paint on it now. Where are you? You're there. So I'm just going to clean it off, I think, because it's putting on paint in a funny way. So I just want a little bit of more light going on here. So I'm just going to rinse it off, dry it. So the idea is with acrylics, so you want to rinse your brush, dry it, so you're not introducing water into your paint. Otherwise you end up with sloppy paint and you won't get the coverage power that you need. So over here, so again, these lovely bright indicate sort of light through leaves. Over here. I'm not slavishly copying this painting, as you can probably guess, but I just want to get that feeling of light and being in a bluebell wood. That's ending up the wrong colour. I'll just go in here with a slightly different green. And you can see I'm just putting on almost, well, I suppose these are like impressionist marks really. Just jiggling around my brush so I get a different shape of mark when I need it. I'm just going in there. And I probably want to tone those down a bit, they were a bit dark. Just vary that foliage a little bit. And you can see it's sort of coming together. It takes a while. I suppose this is a rather large board. Of course, if you paint on a smaller board, it won't take as long.